Oh, we know how you like it. Raw and uncut with DJ Baker.
Go out there, man. Do your thing. All right, go get it.
So I was going to talk about something else. So let's just get on this Tyler Perry thing. All right, so I saw the movie, the Tyler Perry movie. Was it a Switch Swirl? What is the name of it? Can you? No, that's not it right there. Can you bring it up? Straw. Okay, that's right, because it was her last straw. I personally didn't hate the movie, but I didn't see the standout in it either. I didn't see anything different or special. He said that the end is this twist. What twist? What twist was that? That she was hallucinating? I don't know if that was a twist, boo boo. You know, it's almost like he picks like a Hollywood, something that like a real director does or writer is doing, where they try to, take you on a road and then they try to switch it up on you, all of a sudden in the middle of the road, you're just like, oh, what's going on? He tried to do that when he had a story which was basic. It's a basic story. It's not complicated. It's not like the issues that she's going through were complicated. Her daughter had a health situation that she couldn't afford the medication. She couldn't pay the rent. She gets kicked out. She gets thrown out. The cop that and I don't feel like I'm spoiling anything, because what's there to spoil? What's there to spoil? There's nothing to spoil. He did this in 4 days, and it shows. This is what I'm saying. It shows it was done in 4 days. Just because you make the edits right and you put you put everything together in one piece, that's not creativeness. That's just building a building. Like what he's doing is building a film. You get actors, you get a story, you get, editors, you get lighting, you get sound, you get extras, you get props, you get, staging, you get, stage hands, you get a couple of people, running around, get coffee, stuff like that. It's just, that's what this is. This is what Tyler Perry is running. His power is in his money. It is not in the creativeness of the product. And I think that's what people are trying to say. This is not creative. This is just what it is. It's just, it's like written down something that you made up in your head, and, it wasn't really well thought out. It's not well thought. It's not, how could it? It's 4 days. There was no rewrites. Were there any rewrites? How many rewrites were there? How many times did they correct any of the paperwork? I mean, did they change the scene? How many times did they redo scenes? I'd like to know all that stuff. 4 days. He said 12 hours shifts. All right. Again. So you did this in 4 days. Where is the plus in that? What makes you think putting out a movie faster makes it better? You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't. I mean, and don't get me wrong. Again, this shows incredible ingenuity from the staff that has to work in the 4 days. Think about moving things around and sets and rewrites. Again, most of the time that I have been on movie sets or I've done movies, most of the time it's on the rewrites. That's what takes up the time. When you do the line and then you show it and it's like something's wrong with it, so you're teetering with it. And sometimes you're trying to get the light right, and sometimes things change and you need to move things around. But if you're doing 4 days, there's no room for error. There's no room for any stretching of the ability. You understand? She was filming. Taraji P. Henson was filming something else while she was filming this, which kind of explains a little bit of the performance from Friday night. This is what I'm saying. Taraji's a great actress. Got it. But just because you're a great actress, are you just doing it to do it, to as a check? See, you understand when it becomes just about the money and not about the craft. And this is the reason why capitalism destroys everything. It's destroying your movies. You're following someone who's a capitalist. When he talks about his power, it's generated from, I bought this property from these, for the ancestors because of this Confederate situation. So it's about money, about power. And so I get it. Again, nothing wrong of you guys lauding him in that way, but just understand that that's where his his power comes from. It's coming from money. It's not necessarily coming from the craft. No one is going, Tyler Perry, this movie was so incredibly great that this needs to be, I would show this to my kids at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not like a professor's going to go, well, we got to use this for telling the plight of black women. Yeah, there's so many other films that have been made that will tell you the plight of black women. There are plenty of films that do the same thing that Tyler Perry's doing. It's just done in a better way. Even when he worked with Kerry Washington on the 666. I mean, there had to be rewrites. There are rewrites. They're not bragging that they did this in 4 days. You're not dragging that you did 666 in 4 days, are we? No, they're talking about a popcorn, movies you just throw on Netflix to keep his numbers going, his power going. His power is generated by capitalism and is not generated by the craft. And as long as that's understood, then we can be on the same playing field and agree to disagree about who he is as Tyler Perry. You understand what I'm saying? All right. That's why they look at him, right? He's the one who paid me the most. Yeah, but he's also the one that made you rush a movie and put out something in 4 days that you guys could actually took some time and flushed it out. It's really not that good of a film in general, but the performances were okay because, well, if the film is not good, great. You gave a great performance in a crappy film. That's not good. You know what I mean? And again, I get that Taraji needs to pay her bills. Girl, go pay your bills. But you know what I mean? It's like that the craft suffers because she's not being valued in Hollywood, and yet the only place she finds value in someone who's a capitalist, who's not really into films. He's into making money with films. There you go.
Oh, we know how you like it. Raw and uncut with DJ Baker.
Go out there, man. Do your thing. All right, go get it.